All right. Well, today wasn't awesome. I got a little bit emotional. Took a few too many trades. So what I was seeing was just choppiness in the Qs and SPY this morning. Nothing was really clear to me. So my thesis or my plan was just to see what happened um, at the open. If things would kind of break out uh, to one direction or the other, and then I would kind of come up with a game plan from there. So on the 1 hour, we were looking fairly bullish, but we could see in the pre-market that things were consolidating and then kind of coming down here before market open. Um, so I was watching NVIDIA and AMD. A set of Qs and SPY moved down. Um, NVIDIA and AMD to the downside. AMD actually was the name that I thought was showing the most strength as market opened, along with Qs moving to the upside. So I shifted my focus. My first trade, I took AMD after this first pullback. I entered on this strong candle here. Qs was making highs for the day. Um, and the plan was 2R. We got a pretty good push, but then Qs pulled back and took AMD with it. I got stopped out, and that trade was fine. Then I started watching SPY and Qs again, and they looked like they were moving to the downside. Turns out they were ranging, and I needed to really sit on my hands and be patient on this one, which I told myself I would do today, and I didn't. So I moved over to NVIDIA, took a retest of the pre market low and the 5 minute low, and almost got stopped out. Didn't quite, scaled out at 2R. Um, and then the name reversed super hard again, stopped me out. And I think this trade I wouldn't take again. I didn't have any contact on my key level, and that's one of my entry criteria. I just wasn't thinking clearly this morning, so I only lost about $80 on this trade. But at that point, I had gone into revenge trading mode. Um, Went back to an AMD. Thought, okay, now we've got a 5 minute reclaim. Qs is moving to the highs. I was caught in the range of Qs, basically stuck in the cycle, and took a entry, popped, didn't scale because I trade the underlying and I don't scale because I've tried that, and when I do scale, I always end up taking small wins and big losses, and my win rate's not high enough to sustain that. So um, anyway, stopped out. This one hurt, and finally I went over to NVIDIA and I was like, you know what, screw it. We're making new lows, retesting previous day's low. I'm going to sell short here, and I'm looking for the next key area of interest. On my chart, I had 165 50s, so I was looking for 166 on this trade. Didn't work out, and I lost my daily max loss. So rough day, and I didn't want to make this video, but it's important. Got through my journaling. I didn't want to do that either. Um, but I think, I made it almost a month without having any kind of emotional trades and sticking to my rules and my game plan and my trade plans, and that feels really good. There's a lot going on. I'm not going to beat myself up. I got my own health that I struggle with. I just got news that an uncle of mine is doesn't have much longer to live. He's been fighting cancer for about 6 years. I think that's all just getting to me today. It's really messing with my head. And probably shouldn't have been trading, but you got to take that for what it is. I'm going home to New Hampshire to see my uncle, and I'm going to just take some time to reset, come back to trading when I'm ready, probably next week, and dust myself off and try again. Keep going. That's all we can do. Anyway, thanks for listening. I feel better already. This morning was rough, but hope you guys did okay, and I'll catch you on the next one.